Hey guys, it's Lindsay here with Pilates on Demand. Today I'm bringing you a Pilates flow workout, bodyweight style in beautiful Ojai. So enjoy all the hawks and maybe chickens you'll hear in the background. And we're gonna get right into it. So bring it down to all fours. I'm wearing tennis shoes because I hiked, but you don't have to wear tennis shoes if you don't want. Bring it on down to all fours. We're gonna start in tabletop. So hands planted, palms underneath the shoulders, spread those fingers wide, kneecaps right underneath the hips, and you're gonna tuck your toes. Okay, lift your low belly. Think of trying to push the mat apart. So your chest lifts up into your upper back, your shoulder blades spread. You're going to float your knees to just 1 inch off the mat, barely lifting. Pull your belly button in, and then tap the knees down and inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, float the knees up 1 inch. Inhale, tap it down. So I almost want it to look like your knees are barely lifting. You're thinking of your thigh bones plugging into your sockets and they're being pulled in from those lower abs. Okay, we're gonna take a couple here, warming up. Breathe out, float. Breathe in, tap. Okay, really try to keep your butt low. That's gonna help us get into those low abs just a little bit more. Okay, you're gonna give me 2 more, last 2. And then final one. Let's hold it on up here. Okay, so we're gonna go from this more neutral position of the spine into a reverse curl. Not from your upper back, but from the lower back. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, pull the belly in. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, scoop the hips towards your ribs. Inhale, neutral spine. Okay, notice that my butt is staying at the same level, so we're not going up and down. Those knees are at that 1 inch hover. Good, I'm taking this into a reverse crunch. Breathe out, breathe in. Now initiate that scoop of the hips from your abs. So exhale before you even start to move the pelvis, and lift your core. Take it into that tuck. Good work, guys. We're just gonna pick the pace up a little bit. Scoop, release. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, keep those knees up. 2, 1. We're gonna circle the hips like you're in a hula hoop. So we go right, center, left, and back. Right, scoop, left, and back. Circle the hips. Keep everything else stable so that chest shouldn't be moving. As you circle towards your chest, exhale. So right here, at the center, exhale, neutral back, inhale. Good, so just imagine you've got that hula hoop around your hips. Maybe you get a little bit more fluid with it. And let's reverse. Take it left, scoop center, right to neutral. Left, scoop center, right to neutral. And then once it gets, more comfortable, just circle those hips, finding mobility in the lumbar spine and stability in the thoracic spine. Okay, you're gonna give me 4 more. You're almost there. Keep those knees up for 3 and 2. Last one, come to center. Now try to keep your left hip angling down. Knees are still hovering. Lift the left hand up, open it up, reach it to the ceiling. Square the chest, tap the left hand to the right shoulder. Try to keep that left hip angling down. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky, rotate. Tap the left hand to the right shoulder. 1 more, inhale, open it up, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, tap. Let's switch sides. Okay, we keep those knees lifted. Right hip angles down, twist your chest to the right wall, and then come through center. Right hand taps the left shoulder. Inhale, open. Okay, resist that right hip twisting with you. Right hand, left shoulder. 1 more. Inhale, open. Right hand to shoulder. Plant the hands and set the knees down. Good work. Okay, we're gonna untuck the toes. Scoop the tailbone like we have been. We're taking this into our thigh stretch. Reach your arms forward, palms down. From the top of your head to your knees, you're gonna hinge back. And then exhale, kick your shins into the ground to return chest over hips. I want you to think about getting longer as you lean back. Now make sure this isn't happening, right? That's gonna go into your low back. We don't want that. So move your whole body from your knees. Maybe that means you can only go an inch back. That's fine. Just keep the alignment. That's what we want. Breathe in, hinge. Breathe out, return. So we're getting those thighs. Can you feel them? That hovering tabletop already really fired those guys up. Okay, this is a lot of core too. So it's an inhale back, get long. Exhale, navel in and return. Last two right here. Bring it back and press through. Final one, you're gonna give me a 10-second hold. And I want little tucks of your pelvis. Think of drawing those hip bones up and up towards the ribs. Let's go for 10, 9, let's get further back, 8, 7, don't allow those collarbones to shorten. Keep them wide. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return to center. We're gonna take a kneeling squat. So now the pelvis does hinge back. So think of your hip creases. We're gonna send the hips back. We fold right at the hips. Then at the bottom, you're gonna squeeze your glutes together and push your pelvis up. Inhale, reach the arms up, reach the tailbone away from your fingertips. And then as we lift, float the arms down and squeeze the glutes. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, draw your sits bones together to return to kneeling. So as we send the hips back into that squat, your sits bones spread. As you come up, they narrow. So you can do just the movement, but you're not gonna get that isometric contraction. So we gotta work mind-muscle connection. Breathe in and hinge. Breathe out and squeeze. Good job. You're gonna give me 2 more. Last 2. Woo, almost went too far forward. Okay, let's hold this one back. Now you're gonna give me little tucks from neutral into a pelvic curl. So there's lots of reverse curls in this workout today. Good, let's try to keep those arms high and keep those ribs closed. Good, tuck that pelvis, squeeze those glutes. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, keep a long neck for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Float it all the way up. Hands are gonna come behind the head. You're gonna try to keep your shoulders relaxed and your ribs in. Try not to use your hands to help you here. So let's step the right foot forward and tuck the left toes behind you. Nice tight abs. Press all the way up to standing. Now you're going to shift your body weight forward onto this right foot. Woo! Let's find it. Strong left leg. Angle the left hip down. Now we're taking reverse crunches. So left leg stays lifted. We're gonna move the pelvis. Scoop, release. Feel those frontal hip bones. Curl up, release. Breathe out, breathe in. You got it. I don't want your left leg super high. I just want it in line with the hip. So it's not a standing split. Give me 5 more. For 5, 4, pull the belly in. 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Sweep your left leg through. Now the left leg is in front of you. Flex your foot, level your pelvis. Let's take those, it's okay if you fall. Let's take those reverse crunches here. So little tuck. Think of this left thigh bone pulling back into the hip socket. Breathe out. Knit the belly. You're gonna go for 8 more. 7. Move the leg from the abs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Sweep the left leg back. Find your lunge. Bend the left knee, set it down. We're gonna do it to the right. Try not to use the arms to the best of our ability. Right knee back. Left foot steps forward. Tuck the right toes. Drive yourself up. Shift your body weight onto the front leg. Now, lift your right leg and angle the right hip down. That might even lower the leg, that's okay. Now let's find those scoops. Exhale, navel in. See if you can lift your back leg up an inch and lower your chest 1 more inch down. Good, we got 6, 5, 4, moving the pelvis for 3, 2, last one. Sweep the right leg through so it's straight out in front of you, but your hip bones are one line across the pelvis like a belt. Now let's find those tucks. Abdomen draws back. Good work, guys. Let's go for 8. Grow tall out of your standing leg. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep the leg back, tuck the right toes, and lower the knee down. Okay, we're gonna take this left leg into what looks like a pigeon, but you're gonna stay lifted. So take your left foot across the mat, turn the left knee out to the left, and I'm gonna have the foot pretty close to me. So see how I'm not sitting down into my hips, right? I'm pulling up through my pelvic floor and my belly. Bring your hands behind your head. You're gonna hinge yourself forward, and then you're gonna lift yourself back up. If that's not doable for you, you can brace the ground, but try not to use much of your hands, right? Okay? So here we go. We're gonna hinge. This is working our lower back, and we're gonna pull up. Okay, so it's back extension work. Inhale, we hinge, and exhale, we lift. Legs are active. 2 more. Inhale, hinge. I'm trying to stay as squared as I can, so chest moving straight down the center. It's proving to be hard, but we're working into it. Last one. We're gonna lift up, plant the hands, step back, and switch legs. So right knee's coming through, knee turned out, foot across the body, but it's close to the hip. So we're not making a 90-degree angle. Hug your front knee and your back leg together. Lift from your pelvic floor, hands behind the head. We're gonna inhale, hinge, and exhale, lift. Okay, trying to keep this left hip moving forward. Hinge, and lift. And I'm trying to keep my spine straight, so it's not a rounded shape. Hips reach back as the chest moves forward. And remember the option of using the hands if you need to, no problem. Last 3. Breathe in, tight abs, breathe out. Good, I'm thinking of my front and back knee hugging towards each other to help me keep this lift. So my inner thighs are working, woo! And my glutes. Last one, inhale, hinge, and exhale, lift. Woo, okay. Step back to kneeling, and we're gonna lay it all the way down onto our stomachs. So let's move this mic up so that you can hear me. Okay, so we're onto the belly. You're gonna bend your knees. Feet over knees, knees hips distance apart, hands behind your head, tuck your tailbone. You're gonna lift your thighs and your chest towards each other and away from each other. I want you to think of this as a back crunch. Squeezing right at the back ribs, soft shoulders, abs connected. Okay, gaze is down for 8 and 7, for 6 and 5, the last 4, for 3, upper traps off the neck for 2, and 1. Release. Press it on back and just take a child's pose. Stretch long through that spine. Big breath in and a deep breath out. Okay guys, we're gonna spin this around to work in a supine position. So you're gonna lay on your back and we're gonna get into some deep core. You know, not that we haven't been working deep core already. Okay, so lay all the way down for me. Let's see if I can just resituate this mic real quick. Okay, we're laying all the way down.
You're gonna bring your legs up to a tabletop position. Let's draw the low back just slightly off the floor so we're at a neutral and not imprint. So your tailbone is heavy, your rib cage is heavy, and there's a little gap between those 2 points. Take your palms and press them on your thighs. Push actively, push the thighs away from you as you draw the thighs in. So it's an active isometric squeeze between the palm and the thigh, but it's not very clearly like a movement. Yeah, you're holding that tension. Okay, squeeze deep, tailbone down, belly in, flatten the rib cage. Holding on to it, make things shake for 10, 9, go for it, 8, 7, don't hold back, 6, 5, pull those knees in, 4, 3, 2, 1, little relief. You should have been shaking, okay? We're gonna add on a little bit of a crunch, okay? Everything else is the same. So palms on the thighs, knees in tabletop. Hug the palms and the thighs together. This time curl your spine up, but try not to let the low back drop, right? We're maintaining neutral. Squeeze in, pull those knees in, press those hands out. Lift that chest up. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you got it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little release. We're gonna do kind of like a bird dog variation. Right leg tabletop, right palm heavy. Left knee tabletop, but we're disconnected. Left arm up to the sky. Curl up for me and find that pressure on the right side. Inhale, straighten the left arm and the left leg. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. Now it's up to you how hard you want to work, right? You can keep your head down. You can get a little lazy here. But if you really want to feel your core, you got to really work that energetic knee and palm. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to sit up a little bit taller. You're going to give me 5 more. For 5. For 4. For 3. Nice job. For 2. Final 1. Staying lifted. Switch sides. Left palm, left thigh. Right arm up. Find that pressure. Pull the belly in. Lace the ribs. Curl up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. We're here for 6. Try not to let the belly puff out as you breathe in. Hold the abdominals in. We have our last 3. And 2. And 1. And release. We're gonna take our legs into a butterfly. So bottoms of the feet together. Now let's not rest the knees. So squeeze the bottoms of the feet together, but keep the knees lifted so they're not just hanging out. Find neutral. We are going to draw a circle with our pelvis, okay? So just close your eyes. We're gonna imagine this. You're gonna shift your body weight into your tailbone. So this is a true neutral. Shift your body weight into your right glute. Tuck your pelvis, flatten the low back. Shift the body weight into the left glute. Shift the body weight into the tailbone. So we're circling around the pelvis. Right glute, pelvic curl. Left glute, neutral. Right glute, tuck the hips. Left glute, find the natural low back curve. Now see if you can start to smooth it out. Circling through the pelvic bowl. This should feel kind of nice on your back after all that core work. Good, just allow it to be fluid. 1 more. And then we're going to find neutral and slow it down again. We're going to reverse it. Shift the body weight into your tailbone. Shift it to the left glute. Tuck the hips, flattening the back. Shift the body weight, right glute, tailbone down. Left glute, tuck the hips. Right glute, tailbone down. 1 more. Left glute, tuck the hips. Right glute, tailbone down. Now smooth it out. Yeah, channel that like Shakira, Beyonce energy. Find the movement in the pelvis. Yeah. So it's a transfer of weight. Okay, 3 more. For 3. And 2.
And 1. I got a little confused on this side. Okay, so we're in neutral. We're gonna squeeze the feet together. Knees are up an inch, and tuck your pelvis. Start to roll the spine up into a pelvic curl. Now soften the rib cage down. So we want a deep scoop. We're not very high here. Now with your core, resist bone by bone, placing the spine back down. Inhale, find a neutral curve. Exhale, draw the abdomens in. Abdomen, you only have one. Flatten the low back, and then resist the spine lifting so that we stretch between each vertebra of the back and we get the mobility. That's what this exercise is about. So the slower you can go with this exercise and the more you can place just a little bit piece by piece of your back down on the mat, the more advanced the pelvic curl is, right? It's not, the goal isn't necessarily like as much so leg strength for the pelvic curl, it's for the back mobility. So just slow it down and let it feel good. Okay, 1 more. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, scoop the hips in, bone by bone, roll up, and bone by bone, roll it down. Okay, we are going to keep the legs as they are, come up to a seat and float your legs up into a little butterfly teaser. So feet squeezing in. I want a little scoop in the pelvis. So we're not too tall and on the front of the sits bones. We're more onto the back and the arms reach forward. So widen through that chest, take a smile. We're gonna do some of our stretching in our teaser. Okay, so grabbing onto your shins, lengthen your legs, pull your heart through. Inhale, open, straddle. Exhale, close for the hamstring stretch. When you open and close the legs, work your best posture, trying to keep the spine in the same position. Good, 1 more. We're gonna draw the legs back in, cross the legs, switch your hands, so opposite hand, opposite leg, pull your heart through. Take a big breath in. We're gonna switch the crossing of the legs, opposite hand to leg, my thighs are shaking. Pull the heart up, big breath in. Good, coming back through center, find your butterfly, and then place your feet down. Hold your feet, lift the spine, open the chest. Good, okay, let's turn towards each other. We gotta get some side bending in. You know, move the spine in every direction in a Pilates workout. We're gonna take the right fingertips, point them over to the right. Soften your bottom shoulder and stretch your left arm up and over. Lengthen your elbow. So oftentimes I see something like this in that top arm. The first thing you need to do is straighten the arm. Then you can go down. This is missing a step, okay? So lengthen the arm more if that is you. Roll it up, other side. Left palm points out. Big side body stretch. Drop your bottom shoulder. Straighten that top arm. Once the elbow is straight, then the arm will lower down. Good. Find some length through the waist. Good. Roll all the way back up. Interlace those fingers for a spine stretch. Press your hands forward, lift your belly, get really tall through the low back, and then pull your chest into your upper back. Spread your shoulder blades apart. And then let's inhale, reach the arms up, and lift your waist off of your hips. Get really tall here. Good, 1 more time through. Exhale, pull your chest back without letting your lower back collapse. And then inhale, we lift and lengthen through the side body. Good, and then just let's release and give yourself a hand, pat on the back. Good work today. I hope you enjoyed this Pilates flow. Hope you enjoyed the beautiful scenery. I can see my husband running back up. I think he's checking on me. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys on the next workout. And please let me know if you have any feedback, tips, or workout requests. I love to know it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.